I think mental health matters to me for so many different reasons. It was something that I experienced. It was something that I knew ran in my family. There's no way you don't know someone who doesn't have mental health experiences that need attention, and I really wanted to do something about it, and I really cared that people were going through those experiences. I experienced a lot of anxiety when I was younger, and then it just kind of over time started to build up. And with that increased pressure, the anxiety turned into, well, if I don't do well on this test, then I'll get a bad grade. And if I get a bad grade, then I'm not going to be able to get into a university. And if I don't get into university, I won't get in a job. It just spiraled, and I was so anxious and depressed. I couldn't envision a future. And at that point, I did attempt suicide. My mom found me in the bathroom, and I went to the hospital. And after being held there for several days waiting for a place to open up, I came to Trillium. I was sent to recover and try to get back to a functioning level where I could take on my normal life and go back to school and be successful. I had a couple staff who really taught me to advocate for myself, and that was something that I'd never really done or considered before or heard phrased that way. Trillium works with the families and the person who is going through these things, and they do it in such a supportive way that you're not alone, but you then feel like you can go on and do those things by yourself eventually. I remember sitting in one of the family rooms with my mom, and I was like, this place needs more people to help it. And I was like, I think I want to come back. I really did want to be in that environment doing something, no matter how small. My favorite thing to have done was definitely helping reorganize and get some more books for the library. Books were a huge coping escapism for me, and they just helped me so much when I was in a dark place. I did become quite fascinated with psychology in general. Volunteering really kind of got that momentum going for me. I'm like, oh, this is the kind of thing I want to do. My heart became set on, I'm going to study psychology, and I'm going to go into a career that's focused around psychology and mental health. I went to an international baccalaureate school. It was very tiny, but it set me up on this track of being very intrigued by the world beyond and travel. So by that last year, when the pandemic happened, it was suddenly like, I don't know what I'm able to do. It was a really difficult, lonely time for many people during the pandemic. And I felt extremely grateful that I had the support of my family and that I had the skills from Trillium, because I don't know if I could have coped with the stress and the uncertainty that the pandemic brought. I was valedictorian of my class, and I was able to get the school I wanted to go to in London to hold my spot. Right now, I'm looking forward to having my graduation ceremony, and I'm really excited to see where that takes me in my journey and career so that I can move toward making a difference. There are so many things I would say to my middle school self. She could do whatever she wants to, whatever she puts her mind to. It's not a straight trajectory to being all better and over it. It's something you're continually working on every day, a little bit at a time. Some of it is just going to happen, and you have to learn how to go with it and to live while you're going with it. To not just survive, but to start to really thrive as a person.